Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Hillary is moving northwestward just off the Mexican coast. Moisture from Hillary streaming ahead of the system will enhance the ongoing monsoon in the southwest. High pressure will continue to produce excessive heat to the northwest before a cold front pushes the heat into the central U.S. Excessive heat persists across portions of the south, including most of the state of Texas. Closer to home, outside of isolated showers and storms over the higher terrain, most of the area will remain dry with a downward trend in temperatures. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Per a release from Mountain View School, a shelter-in-place was issued yet again for the second day in a row due to a medical emergency. The shelter-in-place was lifted at 4:22 and all involved parties had been contacted. Attention parents and guardians, you should have received the message via School Messenger. If you did not, please check your settings in the School Messenger and verify your contact information is correct in PowerSchool. Alamogordo Parks and Recreation is teaming up with the Boys and Girls Club of Otero County and are excited to announce registration for the joint Rec Center Boys and Girls Club Biddy Ball League. The program introduces and emphasizes fundamentals, good sportsmanship, participation, and teamwork. Any and all skill levels are welcome, and registration is open now for ages 3 to 6. If you have any questions about the Biddy Ball League, contact the Rec Center 575-439-4142. Keep Alamogordo Beautiful is conducting a survey on recycling habits in the community. They want to hear from you about what you recycle, how often you recycle, and what challenges you face. The survey is quick and easy to take and can be completed online or by phone. To take the survey, visit keepalamogordobeautiful.org or call 575-439-4250. Keep Tularosa Beautiful is having a cleanup day at the Tularosa truck stop from 9 until 10:30 on September 23rd. If you have any questions, please contact Rusty Hilton at keeptularosabeautiful@yahoo.com. Alamogordo Parks and Recreation is excited to announce the fall 2023 date for middle school and new high school tabletop role-playing game leagues. Bring your middle schooler or high schooler to the Alamogordo Family Recreation Center to a fantasy role-play game. The league sets out to provide a fun and educational program using the many different tabletop role-playing games available. The weekly program will focus on team building, reading, math, creative problem-solving, art, sportsmanship. For any questions, call 575-439-4142. The Alamogordo Public Library is offering a book talk and signing with author Tiffany Hunter, author of My Chemical Cinema, on Saturday from 1 until 3 p.m. Alamogordo Public Schools presents telehealth, as mentioned in an email shared with parents and guardians as well as staff earlier this week. It was also mentioned in a Facebook post. Detailed information about APS telehealth is available.
When the appropriate registration paperwork is completed and the child comes in with a qualifying condition, the school RN will call the parent to confirm if they would like an appointment or if they wish to pick the child up from school. If they want the telehealth appointment, then the school RN will notify Champion Urgent Care and schedule a visit with a medical provider. Urgent Care will then send a text to the parent to complete the medical information update while the school RN completes an assessment. The school nurse, child, and the parent or guardian or parent designee will then join the Champion Urgent Care medical provider through the telehealth appointment system.
Most visits will be completed within 15 to 30 minutes of the parent completing the information requested by text. You can see multiple videos on the APS Facebook page. That will also help parents and guardians know what to expect from the process. If you have any questions, send an email to telehealth@alamogordoschools.org. Well, today is Friday. Let's check in with Kathy from Kitty City for this week's Cat Chat.
Hi, this is Kathy Denton from Kitty City NM, and welcome to this week's edition of Cat Chat. This week, we are featuring a brother and sister pair who are patiently waiting for their forever family, Brother Pepito and Sister Luna. This brother and sister have been together since they were kittens. Pepito is a domestic short-haired black and white cat. Luna is also a black and white cat with medium-length hair. This pair is just over 2 years old, and both have had their surgeries, rabies shots, vaccinations, and microchips. Both are residing at Kitty City in a free-roaming room with a cat tree to climb, windows to look out, and soft blankets to sleep on. Pepito is a sweetie pie. He loves to snuggle in a lap and receive lots of pets. In a room full of people, Pepito will walk around from one person to the next, rubbing against their legs and seeking attention and affection. Recently at a meeting at Kitty City, in Pepito's room, several people were seated on the floor. Pepito strolled from one person to the next. He climbed onto their laps, rubbed his body against that person, and gave kisses. What a sweet boy. Luna is a soft and pretty kitty who is shy around anyone unfamiliar. It has taken her longer to adjust to Kitty City and the new environment and all the other kittens. Luna takes time to warm up to a person, but once there, she loves the pets. Her favorite spot is in the windowsill, watching people come and go. And then she takes a long nap in the sunshine. Luna will take some time to get to know you, but once you connect with her, she will be your forever friend. Although it would be great for Luna and Pepito to adopt together, it is not necessary. Pepito and Luna can be visited at Kitty City NM at 56 Stanley Ranch Road, or visit our website at www.kittycitynm.com to see all our beautiful cats and kittens. Kitty City NM will be at the White Sands Mall tomorrow, Saturday, August 19th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come see all our cuddly and cute kittens and cats at the White Sands Mall tomorrow. We will also be at the mall next Saturday, August 26th. We have a summer special, Double the Fun. Adopt one cat or kitten for full adoption fee and get the second cat or kitten for half the adoption fee. Come find your forever friends at the White Sands Mall. This has been this week's edition of Cat Chat. I'm Kathy Denton, and we will be talking to you next week from Kitty City NM. Kitty City and you. No one loves them better.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
AlamogordoTownNews.com is a locally owned website featuring local news matters from a local perspective that affects you, and we bring it to you directly. Plus, local sports, cultural arts, and events. Online, AlamogordoTownNews.com. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
The Alamogordo Center of Commerce presents the 3rd annual Tularosa Basin Open Golf Tournament, Saturday, August 26th at Desert Lakes Golf Course, featuring celebrity guest John Carlos. Contact the Center of Commerce today to sponsor our guest speaker, breakfast and lunch, golf and bag, and more. Golfers, call Desert Lakes at 575-439-0290 to secure your spot in the 4-man scramble best ball tournament. See you on the green.
64-year-old Alan Wilson of Shiprock was sentenced on Wednesday after pleading guilty to sexual contact with a minor and having child pornography. Wilson will serve 12 years in prison, and after his release, he must register as a sex offender, and he will be on supervised release for 10 years. According to court documents, Wilson sexually abused a minor back in the fall of 2019. The 12-year-old child was spending the night in the home of Wilson, shared with his sister. FBI agents searched his phone during the investigation and found pornographic photos of another minor. Wilson told officials he knew the photos were on his phone. The Farmington Resident Agency of the FBI Albuquerque Field Office investigated the case along with the Navajo Police Department and the New Mexico Regional Computer Forensics Lab. The Albuquerque Police Department is calling on Walgreens to do more to prevent crimes from happening in their stores. APD Chief Harold Medina says it's costing taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars while ignoring how much this is costing Walgreens as a company. Instead, he's trying to tell a multi-billion-dollar corporation how they will conduct their business and who they will employ.
One of the big recommendations we're going to make is that Walgreens finds a way to secure their alcoholic products and that they ensure that they have safeguards in place so that people cannot simply grab alcohol, walk out of the store, and get in a vehicle and continue.
The chief is demanding that Walgreens hire level 3 security guards at their stores, which are state-certified security officers who have the ability to carry a firearm but cannot effect arrests, plus limiting when liquor can be sold and how it's sold at their Albuquerque locations. Liquor has been sold at Walgreens since the end of Prohibition until now, with the exception of a brief period from the 90s to around 2009 when the products were removed. So selling booze isn't the problem. So what is? Shoplifting, and the lack of action that can be taken against shoplifters. Since the change in shoplifting laws in 2021, several stores, including multiple Walgreens locations, have closed, some temporarily, some permanently. That's what happens when you tell stores to suck it up and blame the stores for being shoplifted. The New Mexico Department of Health reported many new COVID cases this past week.
COVID cases have definitely been going up. Definitely not as high as we had, during the pandemic. But we had in the last week, about 550 cases and then about 34 hospitalizations.
Dr. Laura Parahan, the New Mexico Department of Health Deputy Secretary, speaking with KOB. More than 100 of those cases were children with COVID-19. Parahan said there's a lot of factors in making the numbers go up.
A lot of it is just what's happening. It's really hot outside. People are spending more time inside, so it's easier to transmit the virus. People are going on summer vacations, right? They're flying around. They're picking up viruses.
Parahan says the best way to help hospitals is to get vaccinated. And just so happens, folks, a new vaccine is expected in the very near future, just in time for election season. Representative Gabe Vasquez is looking to help oil and gas workers secure health care just in time for election season. A new bill introduced in Congress would require oil and gas companies to help cover health care for workers' heat and air quality-related health issues. H.R. 5222, the Energy Workers Health Improvement and Compensation Fund Act, was introduced in the U.S. House of Representatives earlier this week. The full details have not yet been published on the Congress website, but Vasquez says it will establish a trust fund for workers. Vasquez suggests that the bill could help oil and gas workers, in particular Hispanic and Native American workers. But does that mean it's going to exclude people based on the color of their skin? It's also supposed to help deal with the potential impacts of working in the industry. Workers in the Permian Basin in particular seem to be exposed to poor air quality more often than workers in other parts of the U.S. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency notes that methane and volatile organic compounds released from oil and gas operations can lead to negative health effects. For the bill to become law, it has to make it through multiple rounds of debate and approved by President Joe Biden, who is also up for re-election. Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
Well, the roar is back and stronger than ever. Let's hear it. Alamogordo High School Athletics hired a new athletic director over the summer, Alan Edmondson, who came in quietly but is introducing the 2023 athletic program to the public with a big bang of enthusiasm and opening the doors for free admission to all. Folks still wanting reserved seating. Well, reserve seating is still available at Tiger Stadium, and you can purchase those season tickets through the athletics department, 575-812-5564. However, for anybody that just wants a seat and to join the activities or events, come on down. It's now free to anyone to attend any sporting event. Check out returnoftheroar.com for more details. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for mostly sunny skies, mostly clear tonight with winds gusting as high as 18, sunny tomorrow with winds gusting as high as 24. Your high today in the basin, 96, low tonight of 69, high tomorrow, 96 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny skies with a 20% chance of showers and storms, mostly clear tonight with a 20% chance of showers and storms, winds gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunny skies tomorrow with winds gusting as high as 25. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 75. Low tonight of 47. High tomorrow, 74 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. We've also launched the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel, which will feature our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. We encourage you to subscribe to that channel if you have not already. That way you can be informed of when we release a new video. That concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.